people who say that in the world there's only, in the history of mankind, there've only been 10 stories that have ever been told. And in a sense, Lwanda is very similar to the story of Samson and Delilah. But if there's one thing that's very universal about it, it's the fact that there's a true human story of these great human virtues of heroism, of love, and of the challenges that he faces as a character. The story of Lwanda is quite inspiring for me. I think it covers a lot of human virtues and human vices. Lwanda himself is a heroic figure. He's very brave, very courageous, and gives himself for the good of his community. What we've done with the Lwanda story is bring it into a modern context. Lwanda is a youth leader in a slum, and we've called the slum Kwamaji. He runs an NGO, has a love interest who we've called Siombua, and then there's an NGO that's operating in the area, which is run by a woman called Anamali. Anamali is a very sort of sexy 40-something-year-old who's very wily, very cunning, and has a history of getting what she wants. the music of Lwanda. When we first did the original production of Lwanda in 2003, we had based the story in rural Kisumu. But even then, being a sort of an urban Nairobi person, the music was very sort of urban and contemporary. What we've done with this version of Lwanda, because it's set in a slum, first of all, it's very multicultural. Because in any one slum, let's say in Nairobi, you'd find people from different ethnicities, and so the characters sing in a variety of languages, and even like the script is predominantly in Kiswahili and Sheng, and the characters sing predominantly in Kiswahili and Sheng. There's a bit of English, but if someone, for example, is exclaiming, they might exclaim in their mother tongue, just because that's what's sort of more natural. And then from the standpoint of the music, the music, once again, because it's an urban story, there's everything. Reggae plays a huge part in this version of Lwanda. There's some genge, there's some rap, and there's a lot of Afro pop as well.
You're my fork in the desert road, but I know there's no turning around. I'm too far from home. Hata vile nilikuwa mchaji Mungu,
several theatre companies in Kenya have been trying to establish a theatre season. It's a shame that any production, no matter how good it is, only lasts for a week or 2 weekends. And I think something that Heartstrings has been trying to do with Sterling, Balamwezi, is trying to create product that will encourage audiences to fill venues for a really long period of time, for an extended period. We're trying to create audiences with this musical and with other work that we're doing, and provide the shows at an affordable price. Our plans for Lwanda are to find a dedicated space where we can have our production for an extended period of time. So in looking for a dedicated space, we're looking for investors to come on board, but we're looking for a place that, for example, we wouldn't have to pay the commercial rates that are the current rates right now. We need to find a space where we invest in good sound, good lights, a good stage, throw in some plastic chairs, and people are transported. The minute they walk in, whatever is happening on stage takes them to a brand new place. And I believe we have the talent for it in Kenya. I believe we have the talent in as far as acting and singing goes. We have the talent in the way of writing, we have the talent in the way of choreography, and we have the talent in the way of vision. So all we're looking for now is the investors to come on board.
Hii play nimeona ilikuwa mzuri kwa sababu unajua sana sionagi play, lakini vile nimeona hiyo yao, nimeona hata nikajazika, imenifurahisha sababu hata bado inaongea kwa mambo ya mafunzo about mambo ya maisha ya mtaani pia. Sasa mimi naona hiyo ni mzuri, waendelee.
Fact that Kenya is independent, and yet you still have people living on less than $1 a day, I'm sure makes people wonder, truly, are we truly independent? Is it that now that we are ruling ourselves, is it just that the race of the rulers has changed? How have things changed from before, when we were being exploited by the colonialists, to now when we're being exploited by a government of our own people? There is no reason for poverty in Kenya. There is no reason for lack of good education. There's no reason for lack of security. There's no reason that anyone can't walk into a hospital and be treated. I've got a friend who lives in the slums who says that as long as you can buy sexual favors for 20 shillings in a slum, then there's no way that AIDS is going to leave Africa. AIDS is a disease, among other things, of poverty, and it's sad that when ARVs cost 1,000 shillings a month, that there are people who are dying from AIDS in independent Kenya, in a country that has so much potential. And that's one of the things that I hope that we'll be able to bring out in this production.
I can show you sights you've only